Hello everybody, we are continuing with Rome 2, the DAI mod, and the siege of Rome by these desperate northern tribesmen who have come all the way from where the modern city of Venice is located to try and sack the capital of the Republic. But the Republic's armies, after a period of recovery and recuperation, are standing strong. But there are still plenty of tribesmen on the walls of Rome. Walls of Rome was a really old game that was good fun. Long time before. God, a Total War, maybe, I don't know, 99, oh, I don't know, early 90s perhaps. Totally sort of top-down city defense or attack game. Actually, you could play as the attacking forces and give your troops, battering rams, ladders. It was difficult because of the kind of top-down nature of it, but yeah, good fun. One of the first games I would have played with siege warfare in it. There's been many since, including, of course, the amazing Stronghold game. I say Stronghold as in Stronghold 1 and Stronghold 2. I think I've got fairly fond memories of Stronghold 2, and then they all go downhill really after that. And I've got to say, I'm not particularly looking forward to the latest one, which is set in China, set in the Far East. Not because of the setting. I think the setting is absolutely fine. I enjoy. I love the graphics of Three Kingdoms Total War, set in China. The graphics are brilliant, and the art style is wonderful. So it's not so much that it's set in the sort of Far East that bothers me. Although their castle design was different to European castles, but I won't go into that for the moment. It's more just the gameplay just looks a little bit kind of fast, clicky, rather than sort of economic management, building up your walls. I really like to feel when I'm playing a kind of castle building game that the process is a long and difficult one. You need to really think about where your walls are going to be placed, because in reality it'll take it would take years to build those stone walls using manual labour, the odd oxen, and still kind of very primitive sort of cranes and other equipment like that. It should be a real commitment when you build a stone wall, which is why you should have options for building little sort of wooden palisades and the like to buy you time to erect your mighty bastion. But anyway, that's probably enough about castle building games. We are playing Total War, and it's a bit of a slow grind, but the grind is in our favour, and so I'm comfortable with that. We've sandwiched their cavalry. Can we get him to break? I think if this general's unit broke, their whole army may go with him. Ultimately, he's led his people south in the promise of easy pickings from the fat and corrupt Republic, but he's found the city defended by stalwart troops who, although they haven't enjoyed much success to date, are still, at the end of the day, Romans. and they will sell their lives dearly. Is what I'm telling myself anyway. We've got the Epriots to deal with after this, and although we managed to kill Pyrrhus, the price was truly a Pyrrhic victory. And yeah, it's one of the things. So I always say it's a Pyrrhic victory because that's just the way I first heard it. But when I read his name, it looks more like Pyrrhus. Maybe somebody will comment in the comments and sort of maybe set it out phonetically for me, so that I can be educated on the point. Though, you know, I would think that my mispronunciation of you know, Greek, Latin, etc. names, whilst probably bad, probably not as bad as my pronunciations in Three Kingdoms. So you know, it's all relative, guys. And I would think that nobody is going to be too offended if I inadvertently misquote Pyrrhus or Pyrrhus of Eprius' name. But we are talking about the internet, so who knows? Maybe it is a hate crime. Anyway, I'm waffling now just because this battle does need to end. Come on, guys. You are surrounded. Your back is literally against a wall. Time to just, you know, put down your arms and you know, enjoy a life of slavery. I'm not planning to do anything too untoward. You know, we won't crucify a foe who has fought honourably, and you know, you can earn your way out of slavery if you please your master. I once read a book years ago now, so I can't remember the author off the top of my head, but it was on about basically slavery in the Roman Republic, then in the Empire, and then ultimately you know, really its decline, particularly in the with the rise of Christianity. But in fact, actually, there were many situations economically where the Romans just didn't use slaves. It was actually you know, things like, for example, traders. It was just better to incentivize the people, and so they were often employed rather than slaves. Now, of course, you could get into the whole modern wage slavery stuff, which I won't. But it's yeah, it's not a one-dimensional topic, slavery within the Roman Empire. I'm not saying it was a good thing. There we go. Finally, we've got our decisive victory. So I will end the battle there. And yeah, just to finish that point, obviously I'm not saying that slavery was a good thing or should be endorsed, but you must judge the people by the times in which they lived, and the Romans certainly weren't doing anything unusual. And of course, as time went on, attitudes and economics changed. We'll wait for the campaign map to load. It is taking a while to load both the battles and the campaign maps. Now that might be to do with the mod, but I suspect it's because Rome 2 now is it's getting a little bit old. You know, probably not as well optimized as something like Three Kingdoms, which I must say seems very well optimized. I did download a mod which I think quadrupled the number of soldiers, and my computer did have a heart attack, but we were talking, you know, tens and tens of thousands of troops. So, as I said, let's go with enslavement. It may cause us some public order issues, but we could do with the economic benefits of it, I think. So, the Venti destroyed. Okay, mission issued. We're losing 390 a turn. We've got 4,000 left. The Ligurians have taken Arinium, and I'm not very keen to pick them as an enemy. Really, we do have to focus upon Epriot. But I don't think we have the troops to do it. So what we'll do is we'll bring these 2 legions further south, and then maybe next turn we'll see whether we can launch a raid against Beneventium. And let's just have a little quick look at diplomacy. Anybody willing to trade with us? See, Liguria, they like us. We've fought together, or rather, they've fought for me, and they don't want to trade, which is disappointing. I don't know. Well, I suppose Syracuse have gone to war with us because we're an easy target, but they are at war with Carthage, who certainly are not going to be a pushover. The Lucani, well, they gained independence from us during the War of the Dolphin, the uprising, because people were irritated that they got charged to see a boy ride a dolphin. But anyway, so yeah, they're not going to go to peace with us at any time soon, and we really can't be setting an example of going to peace with our rebels. Right, the Epriot forces certainly redeployed, but I think they remain relatively concentrated. We'll have to just check when we can take control again. Maybe our legions can go north and whip round the mountains and come at Asculum from the north. So we can now apparently have a civil war, and pirates have been spotted near Asculum. So let's bring our spy south. Where is that second enemy army? Right, close to us in fortification. So if we attack this army, we are we're inevitably going to have to deal with the second force, and combined I believe these troops are just too strong for us. So let's move north of the river, which I assume must be the Tiber, and it might be that they choose to attack Rome itself, but at least then we'll be able to bring our garrison to the fight. I really can't afford to stand on the defensive for too long, however, because we are now losing 600 a turn. Yeah, these bronze shield pikemen, they're gonna be excellent troops. A frontline phalanx of pikemen. The bronze shields are modelled on their hoplite forebears and subsequently the Alexandrian pike reforms. Yeah, oh dear me. Oh dear me, I don't think our early Republican troops can go toe to toe, but let's end the turn. They have the numbers and they have the quality, is my view. Maybe I'm already being defeated in my own mind before the battle. But that is my honest assessment. Right, so the enemy have at least now split their forces. Is there an opportunity here? I think if we're ever going to have a chance, it might be now.
We will come for you.
Okay, well,
Nothing will live. Not one.
our situation was already fairly, fairly desperate. This is it's irritating, but ultimately we're bottled up in Rome at the moment anyway. Adoption. Well, we'll allow the adoption because I do not have the funds to go. Oh no, more plague! What is wrong? Do we have bad sanitation? We've got good sanitation. So annoying. So Liguria have trespassed. Are they now going to try and take Arretium, or are they trying to just pass through our territory? I don't know. So we're going to suffer casualties due to plague, so we may as well deploy our force now. I wonder whether can we sack Beneventia and then come back? I don't know if we'll have the movement points for that. Perhaps not. Perhaps we need to focus on targeting the enemy's force if we possibly can. So let's bring down the 1st Legion and then commit the 2nd Legion. Okay, we unfortunately don't get the benefit of the reinforcing garrison, and the enemy outnumber us. Let's see how it goes, guys. They are in a fort. They may stay pinned in the fort, which may harm their ability to maneuver. At the same time, they may well just block the gate entrances with their phalanx, and I won't be able to do much against that, save for throw a few missiles. But yeah, look, you know, we'll see whether we can get into their formation and pick it apart. Let's start the deployment. So we'll go with the traditional sort of triple axes, but we'll occupy this hill. So levies and slingers in the front, hastati, Principes, including allied ones, and then Triari in the rear rank, general behind, cavalry concentrated on one flank. So let's first of all group this unit and this formation rather, and advance them. Troops slowly wheeling around. You can see the very Greek origins of the early Republic army in the Triari. Oh, they are streaming out of the fortification to try and meet us. Let's march around the camp. Just a huge mass of pikemen, reminiscent of the two towers in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Let us stop the advance, as the enemy seem happy to charge towards us. No, they've stopped, so presumably they're going to form up. Well, let's not allow them then the luxury of doing that at will. No need to run, guys, no need to run. Just keep the pressure up. So we could send maybe this force in, but I just I worry that they'll be isolated, so we'll hold off for a moment and Okay, we're already under missile fire. I'm not so bothered about that. I am bothered about these pike formations. So maybe we should advance and see with our skirmishers and see whether we can score some casualties. The enemy cavalry using the hill advantage beautifully. Less worried about casualties in the early part of this campaign from cavalry, because the infantry generally is spear-armed troops, but we are now we are being pressed quite badly. Guys, I need you to fall back, please. Let's just mass all of our... Now then. The so our units are being outflanked. That is always the risk with this sort of narrow but deep formation, so let's see whether we can deal with their oh, I really don't want to sort of march through the tower fire, but we need to, I think we need these reinforcements rapidly. The cavalry now in melee. How are these Hastati doing? Fine. Let's see whether we can use the flexibility of the Roman formation to get units out here. And can we also come out here and maybe hit these units with missiles? We need to try and tie down this unit of enemy cavalry. Our cavalry seem to have got the better of the enemy forces, which is good. It's encouraging. And yeah, hopefully our missiles are now taking a toll on this unit. Our cavalry seems to have got absorbed into this melee rather than... Okay, yeah, we are causing casualties there. Yep, keep hitting them with missiles, guys. But more importantly, perhaps let's deploy to see whether we can break up some of these troops. Where is the rest of this force? This must be... That's it, guys. Come on, get around here. And oh, this force is being attacked by cavalry to try and slow them down. Maybe we can surround and destroy them. How is this? It's very tense, guys, very tense indeed. Don't really want to allow this single unit of cavalry to delay us unduly, so let's bring those troops. In the meantime, can our cavalry disengage? Take care of those slingers. I can only hope that we've managed to inflict some damage. But maybe not enough. We seem to have won generally the battles on the flanks, which I'm happy about. What's who are here? Still, they haven't broken yet. Small unit of cavalry. How goes this battle? Well, our units are pushing them back. I can only hope that the casualties we've inflicted on the flanks will start to tell, as the enemy numbers are reduced, but I think we're very up against it still in the centre. So we've done well against the enemy cavalry. I'm happy with that performance in this battle. Are their units still hanging on there? Oh, okay, that's enemy forces shattering. I'm happy with that. How are these cavalry? Let's just collect them and. Let's get that hostility, we'll run them and then rest maybe. Okay, that unit is now shattered. Keep pressing the enemy, guys. Yeah, the peeler hopefully doing some damage, but these flaglantines, they're called, I don't think they're hoplites when they've got the large sarissa. They're very heavily armoured. Okay, so let's Who's fleeing? Oh, the levies. Yeah, that's not that's no surprise, but we can perhaps still inflict some heavy casualties with that infantry charge. We just don't want them getting embroiled in dealing with the enemy missile forces. Oh, no, not the missile forces. What am I on about? The enemy pikemen. Yeah, no, actually, let's commit that unit. We'll withdraw the cavalry. In go our elite triari. We are... we've really suffered on this flank. I was going to say we are grinding them down, but it may be... maybe we who have been ground down. Okay guys, we've come to 30 minutes, so I will halt the battle by here and we will resume next time. Thanks very much.